So the rumor mill is running full swing when it comes to the gaming industry right now. There's a lot of projects that are about to release that are extremely controversial. You have Assassin's Creed Shadows being one of them. Star Wars Outlaws that just recently released and flopped. And now you have Dragon Age the Veilguard. Yes, Dragon Age the Veilguard, the game that doesn't look like a Dragon Age game, the game that just looks like a fucking Fortnite version of what used to be Dragon Age. Well, apparently there is a new rumor coming out that the retail pre-order sales are completely and utterly piss poor, with some evidence to back it up.
I am never going to financially recover from this.
Now, again, guys, in terms of me, Dragon Age the Veilguard is going to be the first Dragon Age game that I'm going to be skipping. I am subscribed to EA, Plus, or whatever the hell it's called, and they give you the game for free. I don't know if you guys realize that, but if you're subscribed to EA, they are giving you Dragon Age Veilguard for free. I can play it if I so choose without actually having to buy the game. But even with that said, unless my fans ask me to do so, I'm not going to play this piece of shit. I absolutely refuse, because I can see the writing on the wall. I can see what they're doing to the Qunari. I could see what they're doing to the different races, where they're demasculating the Qunari. They're making them look more like soft. Like, I don't even know what to even call it. So let's get into this article, guys, from That Park Place. But of course, before we do, if you are new here, just consider hitting that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it, and like the video to push us out into that YouTube algorithm. A new rumor claims that Dragon Age the Veilguard retail sales are piss poor in the wake of a newly released hands-on preview trailer that was panned by gamers. YouTuber Dr. Disaster shared, "I have an acquaintance in the retail world, someone who runs 9 stores that sells video games, and I'm hearing that these ratios that we're seeing in damn near every video released for Dragon Age the Veilguard, these ratios are correlating with piss poor pre-sales data. People are not connecting with the Veilguard because Dragon Age games are supposed to be dark and gritty, and this just looks completely soft." Now, again, I agree that Dragon Age the Veilguard doesn't look like Dragon Age, right? We've come to expect a certain graphical style, a certain style of the game when it comes to Dragon Age video games, and apparently we are going to be completely losing that when it comes to Dragon Age the Veilguard. They have gone the Fortnite route. They have gone the way of making characters look more animated, look more cartoony, look softer, and it's going to throw off a lot of people who are fans of Dragon Age, which is why the Dragon Age Veilguard team keeps constantly telling you that you don't have to play the previous Dragon Age games in order to enjoy this one. They keep saying that because they're trying to get new audiences who feel like, who would otherwise feel like they might be missing out on something by not playing the first initial games, and that's why they keep saying this. Craig, a.k.a. Stuttering Craig, who owns and hosts the Side Scrollers podcast, informed That Park Place that his retail source, who previously indicated that pre-order sales for both Star Wars Outlaws and Assassin's Creed Shadows, pre-orders for Dragon Age the Veilguard are not Astrobot numbers. As of this morning, the deluxe edition of the game was 14th on the PlayStation Store for pre-orders, while the base game was 20th. Now, if we look at this, okay, I want you guys to remember the conversation we had around Black Myth Wukong, okay? We realized that when it comes to these lists that are on Sony, the top 3 are vastly different from 4 to 6 in terms of numerical value, okay? People are there's way more in this than there is in this, let alone anything below 4 to 6. So the fact that this is where it's at on this list proves that there isn't many people that are super excited to play this game. There just can't be, right? We know that to be a fact from the numbers from Black Myth Wukong, because Black Myth Wukong being number 1, right? What was the other game that was number 6? I forgot what game was number 6, but Concord. Concord was number 6 on the list, okay? So you're thinking to yourself, that's not that bad, right? 1 to 6, Black Myth Wukong being 1, Concord 6, it's still top 10. That's okay. Look at what happened to Concord. Concord died because nobody was playing it. So how is it number 6 on the top 6 list and the game fucking died in 10 days? It proves that there isn't much numbers here to be had, okay? There just isn't. Now, you might say that, okay, sparking zeros here, I'm sure there's a lot of excitement for that game. Maybe now in this point, maybe that's pretty high. But still, even if that was the case, let's look at what is that? Dragon Age the Veilguard is below Silent Hill 2, bro. Okay, more people are excited to play Silent Hill 2 Remake than they are to play Dragon Age Veilguard. That is a massive fail for an IP like Dragon Age. BioWare is going to take one on the chin with a game like this. But let's continue. Over on Steam, Dragon Age The Veilguard is currently the 42nd most wishlisted game according to SteamDB's upcoming Steam games. It has 59,441 followers. The game sits behind the Forever Winter, Gothic 1 Remake, Mouse PI for Hire, and Arc Raiders. So again, 45th, bro. 42nd, I'm sorry, on Steam's list. That is bad. It is barely above Dying Light the Beast. It is below Arc Raiders, Carlson, Throne. I mean, these, like, how are these games beating Dragon Age, bro? Dragon Age is such a famous IP, and the fact that this is where it's at in terms of pre-orders, this is its maximum hype. That means anything after this is going to be lower. I don't understand how this is even remotely possible, but that's because they're fucking it up. They're trying to make this for the modern audience, and they keep doing this with the modern audience, just never shows up. As noted by Dr. Disaster, this information comes in the wake of a hands-on preview of Dragon Age The Veilguard uploaded to IGN's YouTube channel that currently has over 321,000 views. It also has over 17,000 dislikes and just 11,000 likes. So again, it's 1/3 of people liking this game, and I'm sure it's going to pull some number. I mean, look at this. What the fuck is this, bro? This is not a Kunari, bro. Like, how are we here? How did you even, I don't know. Of note, Asmongold's roasting of the aforementioned IGN video has over 725,000 views, over 22,000 likes, and just 836 dislikes. That's because people are not into this game. This game looks stupid. Nobody likes the direction that they decided to go with Dragon Age The Veilguard. The only people who are going to like it are the shills that have to like it. But everybody else who doesn't have to like it, yeah, this is dumb. Nobody wants to support this stuff. And again, where you are at in terms of the Steam list is pretty telling, okay? It's pretty telling overall with how many people are actually going to buy your game. We know that Steam is a lot more accurate than, say, the PlayStation Store that's a little bit more ambiguous, right? Which is why I like using the Steam list, because with the Steam list, you can actually see the amount of followers. You can see where it actually ranks by numerical value. I mean, you can see everything pretty damn easily. So that's why Steam is much better for overall, telling the story here. But again, guys, this game is going to be, most likely anyway, a massive flop. And I don't know how much they invested in this game. I can only imagine that it's probably extremely high because considering it's BioWare, number one, and number two, it's Dragon Age, which is a known IP. So we'll see and find out whether or not this is going to actually be any good in terms of numbers. But again, even if this game is given to me for free, which apparently it's going to be through EA, I will not be playing this game at all. Not willingly anyway. Again, if people ask me in my stream, maybe we make a bet and I lose again like I did with Dustborn, then that's something different, and we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But in terms of willingly playing this fucking DEI flop, yeah, no, I'm good. I don't need to eat shit in order to know that something is shit, which is what a lot of shills will tell you. Oh, how do you know it's bad if you haven't played it? How do you know shit is shit if you haven't eaten it? How do you know? So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you did enjoy it. If you did, consider leaving me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video, comment, let me know what you thought, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Hypnotic out.